Hey guys, this is Louis. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about the Network Plus exam. Okay, so Comptia Network Plus exam. This is my certification. I've had it for a little minute now, and I decided to start doing videos on how I passed all my exams so you guys could have some tips and tricks, and hopefully it helps you guys be certified as well. Okay, so this exam is called the Network Plus N10-008 exam. And the domains for this exam is going to be networking fundamentals, which is about 24% of the exam. Then network implementations, which is 19% of the exam. Network operations, which is 16% of the exam. Network security, which is 19% of the exam, and network troubleshooting, which is 22% of the exam. Okay, now make sure you download the objectives, the PDF objectives, so you know exactly what you're studying. Okay, now the exam is a maximum of 90 questions. I've never gotten 90 questions in none of my exams, but it's about 90 questions, and there's a mixture of performance-based questions and a mixture of multiple choice questions. One of the things which I'll talk about later on in the video is one of the key things that I started doing that helped me is when the exams start, I would flag all of the performance-based questions and just move on to the multiple choice questions, get them out of the way, and then come back, spend the rest of the time that I have on the PBQs. Okay, so in that way, I'm not feeling like, like I'm running out of time and stuff like that. Okay, so you have 90 minutes to complete the exam. So it's about 90 minutes. I strongly advise you to take every second and make sure that you're answering these questions right. Just make sure that you push it till the last minute if you have to, because you don't want to be rushing the exam and then you turn it in, you like feeling overly confident, turn it in, and you fell short, and it could have been something that you could have caught if you had just went back over the exam. So I try to, sometimes I'll be finished with my exam for a good little minute, especially since I've been getting like real used to taking the exams and better at taking it. Like I've been having time, but I try to go till the last minute and then I turn in the exam. So like I said, you have 90 minutes to complete the exam. They recommend that you have your A plus certification first, and or equivalent, something equivalent to that, and about a minimum of 9 to 12 months hands-on experience working in the field. I didn't have any of that when I took this exam. Matter of fact, I got my Network Plus before I even took my A plus. Okay, so yeah, I didn't have any of that. I just did studying. I tried to study. Was it tough? It was, because you're talking to a guy that didn't have any IT experience, and I'm trying to learn about networking. And networking is it's easy but complicated if you don't know what you're doing. There's a lot of protocols and a lot of things to try to understand and grasp to make sure that you know what you're doing. So it's rough, it's tough, and I'll talk about this in a separate video of how like how tough I thought it was and stuff like that. But right now I just want to focus on what the resources and stuff that I use to pass this exam, so you guys could be able to pass the exam too. Okay, so yeah, they recommend that. In my opinion, if I was able to pass it without none of this stuff, I highly believe that you are able to, because I'm not so special that I just passed. So I'm just like you. If you put the hard work in, you'll be able to pass it as well. Now, the passing score for this exam is a 720 out of 900, which is basically an 80%. And And yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad, especially if you do your work, you put your work in. That's not too bad at all. Okay. Now, the resources that I used was Professor Messer videos on YouTube. I use his videos maybe all the time for a lot of my videos. I mean, for a lot of my exams or certifications. I use his videos. And it's very, I just like the way, like how he just keeps it strictly about what the exam is going to be about. And I think that's one of the things, because you have to understand networking or IT in general or cybersecurity is so many aspects and topics and moving parts and things to learn, so when you're preparing for these exams, you don't want to get too overloaded with information. You want to make sure that you're able to learn what you're trying to learn so you could pass the exam. Everything else you're going to learn when you're working or later on when you're on your own, and you just staying sharp, because even after you pass these exams, it's always good to just read and do different things to just keep your skills sharp. But like when you're preparing for this exam, you just need a way to just focus on the objectives this exam is going to be about and not overdo it and overload your brain. Okay? So I think Professor Messer does a really good job at keeping it nice and structured in that way. Also, I used Jason Dion's training video and stuff to prepare me for this exam. I think I got the videos, but I think I focused more on the practice exams that he had. But basically, for a lot of the certifications I take, I combine Professor Messer and Jason Dion stuff. So I would do Professor Messer videos, and then I would do Jason Dion's practice exam, because I like the way how Jason Dion's practice exams is, right? And when it comes to the videos, I actually like Professor Messer videos more. I feel like Jason Dion, he keeps it structured, but he's going to give you a little bit more detail than Professor Messer. And like I said, for me, when I'm trying to pass the exam, I'm just trying to be more focused on the objectives that the exam is going to be about, so we could pass this exam and get it out of the way. So yeah, so basically that's what I use. I use ACI Learning, IT Pro TV, a lot of the hands-on labs. And as a one thing I will say, it's about $50 a month or something like that. But I was able to use it and get a little bit of hands-on from the labs and stuff like that. And they also have practice tests as well. Yeah, so that's what I use. That's the main resources I use: Professor Messer, Jason Dion, IT Pro TV, and like I've said in my prior videos, make sure you download the objectives. You go through the objectives. You do your studies first, then you go through the objectives, see what you learn, see what information you're retaining, right? And then do lots and lots of practice tests, right? Don't overdo it on the practice test, but do enough practice tests where you in that zone, like, okay, I'm ready. Because if you doing a practice test, you're timed, you're able to get the feeling of being timed and see like, okay, I need to move fast on these questions, or I'm spending too much time on this, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. The one good thing I will say about the exam is you can flag your you can flag the questions. So don't try to spend too much time. If you reach a question where you see like, okay, this is going to take too much time, you flag it. And like I said in the beginning of the video, when you start the exam, for me, all I do is flag all the performance-based questions. And once I flag all the performance-based questions, I move on to the multiple choice questions, and then I keep it going from there. So that's it. Just focus on getting, when you going through it, you find a question, you get stuck, don't let it waste your time. Flag it, you can always come back to it, or just guess. Another thing that I do is, if I don't know the answer for a question, I will try to eliminate, do the process of elimination, right? Let's say I'm down to like two answers that it could be, because the other two I know for sure it can't be those, right? I will just guess. I'm like, okay, this one, it might be this one. I'll pick it, but I'll still flag it. So the reason I'm picking an answer is just in case I do run out of time, but I'm flagging it so once I do have time, I able to go back and check it out. You feel me? So I'm covering both bases. I don't want to not answer it and I ran out of time and I could have probably guessed the right answer, and that might have been the key for me to pass, right? So yeah, I try not to do that. I would read it. I do a quick process of elimination. I'm still taking time. I'm like, oh, which one? You know what? Let me just pick this, flag it, move on to the next one. Okay. So that's some things that I will say. And the exam is not that hard if you study. I don't think it's that hard if you study the right way. If you're a person with hands-on experience in networking, the Network Plus should be smooth to pass, because you already have the hands-on experience. You already have an idea of how things work, and you just kind of just really studying to make sure that you brush up on some of the concepts and get there. If you're a person who have no experience in IT whatsoever, you're going to take some more time to get there, and just take your time. It's no rush. You're not in competition with anybody. And just take your time. If it take you 3 months to pass it, 4 or 5 months to pass it, or 1 month to pass it, the end goal is passing. So once you pass, that's over. You on to the next one. Okay. So yeah, basically that's it, guys. I hope you guys pass this Network Plus exam and you able to be Network Plus certified just like me. And it's a wonderful certification to have, and I do think that it helps a lot with jobs. In my previous video, I was talking about just how the A plus is a good exam for people trying to get into IT. That first step. And when I did my interview, the A plus helped me answer a lot of my interview questions, but the Network Plus helped as well. Okay, so I feel like the A plus and the Network Plus combined is a very good exam are very good certifications to have when you trying to get into that IT role in general. And yeah, that's my basic opinion. Now, there are always other resources that you can use, so you don't have to just stick to these resources. I'm just talking about what I use, what was able to help me, and hopefully these resources are able to help you as well. Okay. Thank you guys for watching my video. I appreciate everybody. This is very amazing to have everyone subscribe and lock in with me, and I will be consistently giving dropping videos and posting videos, and we could learn. If you know something, you want to comment below, you comment below, and let's make this a learning experience. What you could comment below and tell me what your experience was with the exam, and stuff like that. So feel free, guys. Thank you guys for watching again. To the people who are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you.